long has it been?
Too long.
It's been like months.
Too fucking long. All right, welcome
3
back
months.
to another episode of Cinematic Analysis. We are doing a year in review, and we're also going to talk about memories, and we're also going to switch it up. Normally on our other podcasts, we would just do stuff directly in the year, but some of us haven't seen a lot of movies that came out last year, so we're going to do movies that were old that we saw for the first time last year as well. Some of us have a list, some of us don't. That's okay. We're just going to go with it. And at the end, we have many announcements to make. So let's get on to introductions. First off, welcome in my other co-host, Mr. Jason Bailey.
Oh, hi.
Okay,
Cinematic
bitch.
Analysis. We got some shit to talk about, so watch the whole thing.
Yeah, bitch. All right, next up.
Fuckers.
Next up, we have Lord Farquaad himself.
Oh, me? Oh.
Yes!
SpongeBob
Go
boy.
Slurpee.
Oh, wait, am I? Oh, hi guys, it's been months. I haven't been on.
AJ, you're yelling, please.
Oh, Envy. No.
Take a breather.
Okay, how long has it been? 2 months? Oh.
Since November.
Oh, holy shit, dude. I've been on. Oh my god, I feel bad. Anyways, welcome everyone to the fucking cinematic fucking analysis, and yeah, we're gonna do a Julian. I can't speak. Urine review.
We know.
Yeah. Let's get the shit started.
All right.
SpongeBob boy.
I'm gone. Apparently, okay, here I am. Next up, we have Mr. Stripey Man, Julian Burnett.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm an escaped
nice
convict.
He's an emo candy cane.
Yes.
Fell in love with an
I'm gonna stop.
I will literally kick you from this call right now.
What's going on, everybody? This is Julian Purnell, the Heavy Metal Joker, with a new microphone. Of course, I save it for cinematic analysis, but why not? Yeah, we're here. We're doing the damn thing.
Some of us are queer.
Yes.
It's been too goddamn long, man. It's been way too long. But yeah, I miss y'all. I miss doing the podcasting stuff, and yeah, talking about some memories, talking about some fun times, because it's been a while. It's been a while since we've done an episode of Cinematic Analysis, so we just want to reminisce on the past 2 years and just talk about some cool stuff.
You mean the past year? We didn't do a 1 year.
Fucking matter.
Yes, it does. All right, last but not least, my other co-host, my best bitch.
I'm fucking dumb.
Lucas.
Come on. What else you introduce me with? It's the start of the damn show already. Come on. The one that brings the dynamic, the one who basically kind of carried the other podcast since everyone else has kind of been in the void. But it is I, Lucas. Today we are doing cinematic analysis. About damn time we actually do one finally.
It's about damn time.
In a minute.
Amanita, sentimental, metal woman.
And all
I just hear that song every time.
Just
Good.
got to represent, that first of all, I'm dead. First of all, and second of all,
We know.
Eddie?
yeah, I got a poster of Eddie.
I have that. Oh, you can't see it. I also have this.
I have a Hellfire shirt, and that's it.
And you're not wearing it. What the fuck, Richard? Oh my god.
But yeah, let's do this. Let's get this started and just get the show on the way.
It's gonna
because
take
we got a
forever.
lot of things
Okay.
to get over.
Also, when Lucas said people were in the void, it was me. Hi. I was in the void. It was
God
me.
damn it.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
I gotta call the
fine.
guy out.
All right. So, I definitely suggest Lucas and Julian get this app, by the way. It is called Letterbox. Yeah! AJ! Yes!
I am officially joined the Hellfire Club. Yes,
Okay.
I swap
There you go.
Stranger Things. Holy
All right,
shit.
hold on.
Oh,
not gonna
God.
I'm not gonna change.
Oh, it's Hellfire City here.
Everybody's got,
Yes.
except for Jason.
Unfortunately, well,
That's
unfortunately,
That's okay, Jason.
Hello.
That's all I can do.
So,
Hey, listen, I'm just a horror
going to
fanatic.
do
Okay?
this. I got it.
put it on over your
Yes.
shirt. Put it on
I'm
over it.
just going to do this. Hold on.
Bastard
gonna use it as a towel.
for your
You can use it as a towel. Okay. Anyway, so
Anywho.
all right. Did you hear what I said, Julian, about Letterboxd?
What?
Okay. So Letterboxd is an app to track movies. So movies you've seen and reviews and stuff. So when I'll explain after, but you should get it. But that's what I'm using. I tracked a lot of movies that I saw.
What's it called?
Letterboxd. And same
I've
thing
never
to
heard
you,
of that.
Lucas. You should definitely get this app.
I've seen it before. You know.
Yeah, I use it all the
I
time.
never heard of this app at all.
It's really good. Okay. I
There you
have
go.
to go to my
Amazing.
list. Okay. If 1 moment.
Ironic that Sid just wear the Hellfire Club. Ironic that 3 of them were wearing a white one, and I got a black one right here.
I almost
like
got the
that
black
two
one.
I mean,
Listen, I almost got it. It's at Walmart. I almost got it.
Lucas, I got the black one too, as well. So you're not the only one.
Oh.
That movie did not come out in 2022. I don't know what people are fucking talking about. Okay, sorry. Megan did not come out in 2022. It came out this year, literally on Friday.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make a quick edit.
Don't put it in 2022. It came out this year. I don't know why it did that. But
Yeah,
it came out this year. It came out on Friday. So don't add it to your list. All right. I have to Lucas, if you have something on your list of movies you saw last year that were new and you want to start off, go for it.
Well, I'm actually just gonna go top of my head. So again, if I forget something, y'all can chime
Well,
in.
that's what I mean. If you have anything ready, go for it while
Yeah,
we do
yeah, I
this.
got everything. My mind is my imagination. All right, just
You
get
got
that
this.
going. All right, so recently I saw the new Avatar movie with one of my close friends that I have known from school. And ironic that little story about that. Me and him actually got into a fight, and that led to the breakup and shit. It's kind of ironic that you friends now, actually really good friends now with somebody that you fought with. It's kind of the saying goes, you may have one bad day, but it shows growth of character once things are up. So me and him decided to see the movie, and in the first 20 minutes, I slept. I don't know, I was tired or I was not, but he woke me up, and I really like the movie. I really do like the movie. I was very worried about now another Avatar movie just because of the live action one that they made in 2009, I think it was.
Yeah, I believe so. It was either 2008 or 2009.
And I was worried about that. So I was like, oh, are they gonna make it terrible? I was like, but nah, they didn't. They introduced like different elements and like different tribes to it, and it's really enjoyable. I enjoyed all the characters. My favorite one is Spider. I really enjoyed Spider in that movie. I don't know why, because I don't know what it was, but I will say that man was attractive in the movie. I don't care what anyone says. But
I knew that was gonna be it.
But yeah, let's just go. I'm just
All right.
say check it out. No spoilers from me. Check it out.
Yes, no spoils. Try to keep spoils as minimal as possible. Julian,
Yes.
do you have a movie
That I saw.
that was new from last year? And if anybody like AJ or Jason did see a new movie, you can talk about it.
Well, I saw a bunch of new movies last year.
So did I. So just go one at a time.
God, where do I fucking start?
I would say, how many do you have? Because I have almost 20.
Me too.
What about you, Lucas? How many do you have?
Yeah.
I don't have a list. That's the thing.
It's just on the top of your head. Okay. So I
You
would
want me to-
say,
You want me to mention the bad movies as
yeah,
well?
do the bad. Start from the lowest of your list to like 10. Go to 10, and then we'll go from there.
Go
Okay.
from worst to mid.
Well, I really have to make the list though.
Okay, then I'll go. If
Yeah,
you make your list, I'll go.
please, yeah.
So coming in at number 19, I have They/Them. It was a movie that came out on Peacock, and it was basically about a conversion camp. And it's a horror movie, if you didn't know. It's about a conversion camp, and they're doing their whole thing, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my God, it's me. They/Them. Bitch, it's me. So I was like, oh my God. And I was like, you know what, whatever, I'll see it. Maybe it'll be good. It was not. It was not good at all. It was really bad.
It was awful.
It was really bad. I can't explain to you how bad it is without spoiling it, and I don't want to do that. Coming in at number 18, we have the A24 film Men. Cinematically, it was good. I liked the cinematography of it. The fucking storyline was so bad.
It was awful.
Bad. Number 17. This will be no surprise. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the one that came out on Netflix. I mean, it was just a cringe fest. It was really bad. I gave it a 2. It was really bad. Number 16. Rob Zombie's The Munsters. I wanted so desperately to like this movie. I wanted so bad to like this movie. I couldn't. It had its moments that were pretty good. But it was not enough to hold up. Some of the casting was pretty good, though. I will admit that. Some of the casting was really good. I think number 15 will be no surprise. Halloween Ends. I'm not even going to get into it because we already made an episode about this, so go check that out if you haven't already.
Or don't.
Number 14 is The 355. I don't really know how to explain this movie. Just a bunch of women being badass and beautiful, and Sebastian Stan is in it. But it had some pretty bad moments. I'm like, ooh, you know. Speaking of Sebastian Stan, number 13, we have Fresh, the cannibalistic movie that came out on Hulu. I watched this purely for Sebastian Stan, and I never want to see him play a cannibal again, ever.
No.
No, thank you.
No, you do not.
Number 12, we have a movie called Bed Rest. This is a Tubi original, and this was actually really good. For a free subscription service horror movie original, it was really good. It was much better than I expected. It has one of the main actresses from the new Scream film, which she did phenomenal in Scream, which I'll get into that later. And she did phenomenal in this. It gave very much Rosemary's Baby vibes, and I really, really, really enjoyed that. It had its moments where it was like, what the fuck? But it wasn't enough to like make the movie all bad. Number 11, I have the new Hellraiser that came out on Hulu. That was actually really good too.
I love that.
I loved it. It definitely did not feel like a remake. It felt like a reboot, which is definitely the theme of horror for the past few years. Some of them have been very bad, but some of them have been good.
Some of them
and
did not age well.
And this one proved to be really good. Very, very good. The casting was stacked. It was really fucking good. So I'm not gonna say my number 10. I'm gonna stop there so we can go from 10 to 1. So Julian, are you still working on your list?
I have 3 more. So
okay. Lucas, say your next one then.
All right, so I will address some of that Sid has said, and I'll get into a couple other ones as well. Halloween Ends definitely was not a movie that having at the final like boss to it or whatever the fuck it was. It was very, very like weak for Michael just to end up just like that. But there were some good things from the movie that I liked. I enjoyed Corey. I don't care what anyone said. I enjoyed Corey in that movie, in my personal opinion. But that was good. Hairbase is really good. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I just saw that recently, and I'll be honest, definitely not the best one in the franchise. Definitely not.
Probably the worst one.
And
Easily the
it's
worst
just,
one.
I get it. I mean, people don't like it. Some people do like it. I'm in kind of like the not borderline. Like I'm in borderline. Don't like it. That's where I am with it. And that's technically 2 years ago when it kind of like that. But it was like new, old. I don't know. But I'll get into that later. But some of them I definitely do enjoy for sure. So yeah. Julian, you done yet, or do you want me
Well,
to
we
keep
can
on
have the
going?
other two go.
Yeah, have everyone else go because I got
AJ,
my
what
list
was
is
a movie
big.
you saw last year that was new that you liked?
I mean, I didn't really watch a lot of movies this year because I, of course, never went to the theaters. Like usually, I just go for wrestling pay-per-views, but
Didn't Jackass come out
but
last year?
yeah.
I know you
Oh
went and
yeah.
saw
Okay.
that.
Oh yeah.
Because
Okay.
you left the caskets interview.
You don't remember?
Yeah. Okay. So
What's wrong with your brain?
Yeah, you left
Okay,
the caskets
so-
interview.
I remember that now.
yeah, I'm sorry about that. Anyways, okay, I do have one though, at least. Jackass. Yes. That's the movie with Johnny Knoxville. Yeah.
Evo,
So
everybody.
Wee man.
basically, that was a good movie. I actually enjoyed it because even though I'd never been like a Jackass fan as a kid, but it was definitely great seeing that movie because it was so irritating. Everyone doing the stunts and bums and all that. Even Johnny Knoxville went to the hospital after that. Bullet.
When doesn't he?
Oh my god.
When fucking
Yeah.
doesn't that man
When
or
does he
any
not?
of them go to the hospital?
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, but this movie was actually really good though. And that's all I have pretty much because I've never seen anything new.
What about you, Jason? You got anything new that you saw last year?
I saw Welcome to Raccoon City, which is a Resident Evil movie. That came out back in 2021. That's pretty much the only movie I saw last year, really, because I never had time to watch a full movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand the bad reviews, but I like the concept of that.
Yeah.
Like, it gave the vibes of the RE2 remake and RE3 and the characters that it has in there. I do wish they included characters like the Nemesis, the Tyrant, and characters like the police officer Marvin, who helps you in RE2, and characters like Carlos and Tyrell.
Mm.
But I do like how they included Claire and like her red jacket, Leon with his RPD uniform, and Chris Redfield as well. Even though he wasn't really jacked, even though that's what he's known as. He's like a veteran in combat.
Yeah.
But I like some certain scenes with the police station, the Arklay Mountains, and they made Chief Irons like a good guy in there when he was supposed to be a bad guy in the video games. But
yeah,
I think the concept was good, but the writing could have been a little better, and they could have done a lot more. The CGI, yeah.
Fucking awful.
It had its flaws, but that's every movie.
I don't want to say that's every movie, but
I wouldn't say every movie, but there's some.
Yeah.
Julian, are you ready, or do you want me to go?
I am. You want to know how many movies I saw last year?
Jesus Christ.
9.
30 movies.
Okay, well, Jesus fucking Christ. Go from 19
Give you at least
to 10.
Just
or 19, 11. 19 to 11.
That's the only movie I have.
Okay.
I'm gonna shut up.
I'll just go 30 to 21, 20 to 11, and then the top 10.
Well,
All right.
all doing top 10.
Right.
Together.
I'll just go through the ones quickly. All right. Number 30, the worst movie of the year was the movie Good Morning, starring Machine Gun Kelly.
You will never catch me watching that shit.
I was so curious. I was just like, how bad can it be?
I bet that cat killed it real quick.
Oh, it killed it. It's supposed to be this like it's supposed to be like a ripoff of Cheech and Chong. Like it was bad. All right.
Fuck?
Yeah. Number 29, I have Halloween Ends. You guys know my hatred for that movie.
Lucas screaming, crying, punching the air right now.
Oh well. Number 28, I have Pinocchio, the Disney play. Was not needed. I'm sick and tired of these fucking remakes. Number 27, I have Morbius.
I never saw that. You will never catch me seeing
I
that.
heard that was bad.
I heard it was bad too.
Easily the worst Marvel movie, one of the worst Marvel movies of all time. Number 26, I mean, I have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, to be expected.
Yeah. Number 25, I have Amsterdam, which just...
Don't spoil it, I haven't seen it yet.
All I'm going to say is, just to let you know, just because you have a big star-studded cast does not always make a great movie.
And then
Number 24, Them.
I mean, I already said everything, so.
You already said everything, yeah. The Munsters, it could have been good. I wanted to like it. Minions: The Rise of Gru.
I never saw that.
It was
Did you see that, AJ?
Was so mean.
Yeah.
You didn't? Okay.
All right.
You made a face as if you did.
I'm glad I never saw that.
Okay, go ahead.
Number 21, I have Don't Worry, Darling.
Okay, I think we talked about that. So
we did talk about this. I didn't care for it at all.
That's fine.
Number 20, I have Strange World. Easily one of the most generic Pixar movies of the year. The most generic.
I don't know what that is.
Number 19, Thor: Love and Thunder.
I haven't seen that.
It's bad. Number 18, I have Black Adam. I liked it at first. Yeah. Number 17, I have Smile. Don't really want to talk about that. Number 16, I had Lightyear. Yeah. Okay. So Sid claims that they've seen a bunch of movies in 2022.
I saw a lot of horror movies. That's what I saw a lot of.
At least we're smiling.
All right. You know.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. You're banned. You're banned from the Hellfire Club. Anyway. Yeah.
Eddie has decided. He has decided. He told me.
Anyway. Yeah.
Damn.
Like here's the from 16 to 11, they're like, all right, I enjoyed them, but like they weren't the best movies. Yeah, Lightyear I thought was a good movie, but just all right.
Enough to rewatch it.
Yeah, Terrifier 2. I've gone into detail on that. It's terrible writing, and the gore is not really that amount of gore is not really needed. Number 14, I have Turning Red. That came
out last year.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. I saw that.
Yeah.
I remember we done a review on it.
So then we did see, Jason, you did see a new movie. You saw Turning Red.
Well, I don't know shit, okay?
It's fine. I didn't know it came out last year either.
Anyway, number 13, this is a dumb one, but Violent Night.
I didn't see that. I wanted to see that so bad.
It's a goofy movie that knows exactly what it is.
I know they made a Halloween Kills reference. Christmas dies tonight. It made me laugh so hard.
Yeah. Anyway, number 12, I have Top Gun Maverick. I thought it was a good movie. And number 11, Hellraiser. And there we go.
Okay. All right, I'll go next.
Now I'm done fucking talking.
Okay, I'll go next. Number 10 for me is Don't Worry, Darling. Now, I really enjoyed this movie because I think Florence Pugh did phenomenal. I am a huge Florence Pugh fan. I fucking love her. She did phenomenal. I also think Harry Styles did pretty good too. The only things that I didn't really understand was, Lucas, have you seen it?
I was going to, but then things came up.
Do you plan on seeing it? Because I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it.
Possibly. Again.
Okay, then I won't say. There were a couple things that I was confused upon, so that made my rating a little bit lower than what it was. But overall, I thought it was good. I would definitely rewatch it. probably not like consistently. It'd be like a once in a blue moon kind of thing, but I personally really liked it. So all right. Lucas, what's your next movie?
Luckily, I turned down my
There's a couple
microphone.
other ones. So technically, this came out on Peacock this year, even though it had a wider release on Peacock. And I'm talking about The Black Phone. And the only reason why that I saw it was because of freaking Bray Wyatt's mask that he came out of Extreme Rules with. And I was just saying, it's like, this looks familiar. And it turns out it's got inspiration from that. So I saw it and I love it. Kick-ass kid, great villain, great writing in there. Does it have the gore? Not necessarily, but it doesn't need it. It needs some more of the psychological storytelling. That's what I personally love in that movie. Definitely, again, technically it came out, like 2021, but I'm gonna count it 2022 because I can. Free Guy is
One at a time, brother. One at a time. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna say my whole list. No, we're going one at a time now.
I thought.
I'm gonna add on to the Black Phone because the Black Phone is in my 2021 list, which we will get into that. Not in this video. I'll explain later at the end of this video when we'll get into that. But it is in my 2021 movies, even though, yes, Lucas is correct that it got a wider release on Peacock this year, well, last year. So that's why it's not on my list. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie a lot. I wanted to see Ethan Hawke as a villain and see how well he would do. And he did a fucking phenomenal job. A phenomenal job. I thought he did really good. I didn't really care for the brother. Because I have feelings about the actor. So I didn't really care for it. Another thing that I really did like about the movie was towards the end, it very much had Silence of the Lambs vibes, and I fucking love that movie so much. And also, fun fact, the dad in that movie is he's in Lost. Julian, I don't know what you're fucking saying.
Hello. All right.
Don't ever do that again. I want to rip my ears off. I hate ASMR.
So I know I could turn my microphone down.
Yeah, you turned it all the way down. But yeah, he's in Lost, and he is a great actor. His name
Of course he is.
Listen, leave it to me. If I see a face, I'm gonna remember that face. I may not remember their name, but I'm gonna remember that face.
Yeah, you're horrible with names.
Yeah, I really am, but I'm better with faces. It's a weird fucking talent that I have with movies. It's really weird. So yeah. Did I say number 10? Oh yeah, Julian, what's your number 10? Yeah.
I think y'all can guess what my number 10 is. X. I really had no clue what that this movie even came out in 2022. All I heard was
Early
it was
2022.
very early 2022. Because I originally thought it was like, oh, it's a 2021. It was a 2021 release. That's why Pearl was coming out. But nope.
Yeah.
They both came out in the same year.
Same year.
Literally many, many months apart from each other. But holy shit, the actress that plays Leah Goth. I don't even know what else to say. She fucking killed it in that movie. Yeah. What were you doing?
I was pointing to my bisexual flag because I said Mia Goth, and then I pointed to the flag. Don't do that ever again.
Hey!
Oh no!
Pause.
Oh,
Keep that going, do
God.
it.
Wait,
So
hold on.
bad.
Lucas wanted me to keep that going? Okay,
Lucas,
buddy.
tell him no.
No!
Yes, Daddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick you out.
No!
Okay. So X. Really enjoyed the story. The gore is definitely great. I like the acting was great in the film as well. The reason why it's number 10, it was like there were some acting parts that weren't great. I feel like the acting in Pearl was much better, which we'll get into later on. But I rather enjoyed X. I got into actually watched it after I saw Pearl because Sid told me the entire story. I was like, oh, X is actually the precursor to what Pearl is. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll watch it. Thank you, Sid.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, we'll start with number 9. At number 9, I have Smile.
That surprises me.
The reason it's as low as it is on my list is because of the themes of the movie, and not having that heads up really kind of fucked me.
Same.
What the fuck? AJ!
Hey!
Right, what?
Okay, goddamn.
What the fuck just happened?
He said X, and he said, oh, okay. Goddamn! Shit!
You stay on mute, my friend.
Yeah, stay muted, please.
Stay
And-
muted.
And stay sitting up.
Yeah. So,
AJ,
so
sit.
again,
Good boy.
What
Hey.
the fuck? Just talk, Sid, for the love of God.
oh my God,
Why?
Julian, what did you do? Did y'all listen to Shine Down today? What the
Oh,
fuck,
you-
Richard?
You bet your fucking ass I did.
I'm gonna kick you, I swear to God. So, Smile. I wanted to like this so bad, but again,
Me too.
the theme, I wish I had someone tell me.
Yeah.
So, and usually with me, if I see a movie and I know some of my friends want to see it, I'll be like, hey, trigger warning, blah, 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 blah. And then they'll be like, yeah, I'm not going to see that, or I'm going to skip that part, blah, blah, blah. So if you, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Lucas being Lucas.
Guess. No, I don't. I want to rip my fucking skin off. Julian, I
I'm
will
not doing
kick you. Thank you. I do like
At the
that that Colin Gray, I think his name was, in Jennifer's Body. He's in this movie. He did great. I love him.
He did.
Listen, I don't know if I want to be him. Lucas knows what I'm talking about because he's seen my fucking tweets about this.
Yeah.
Gender envy, bro. Gender fucking envy. I don't know if I want to fuck him or if I want to be him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Okay.
Fuck.
Definitely be
So
with him somewhere. I'll say that much.
I think the concept of the film was different. I mean, not really much so. It kind of reminded me of Bird Box a little bit in a way.
That's
So,
why I didn't like it.
It was like Bird Box meets that shitty fucking Shane Dawson movie. Fucking Smile or Smiley or whatever the fuck it was called.
He had a movie?
Yes, he was in
He
a
had a
horror
movie?
movie. I never saw it. 'Cause I heard it was really bad. But
That's
yeah,
a
it's
real
like
life
a
horror
mix
movie.
of those. So, Lucas, what's your next movie?
So I want to add on what guy you were saying, Sid. That's just not like a freaking acting horror movie. That's a real life horror movie.
Yeah, you got Shane
anyways.
Dawson in it.
Exactly. All right. So I know I kind of talk about Free Guy a little bit, but I'm not going to get into that till last.
Yeah, because
But-
that'll be movies we saw this year or last year that were old.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to address Halloween. I'm going to address Halloween next for a second. I'm going to address it.
I thought you already did.
I thought. Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Well, I'm going to get.
You already talked about it.
Yeah, you already talked about it.
Beach.
Do you want us to go through ours, and if you saw it, you can expand on it?
Yes.
Okay. Julian, what's your number 9?
Number 9. Nope.
Okay, go ahead.
I actually rather enjoyed this movie. Apparently, from what I've heard, this is like the least successful out of Jordan Peele. From what I've heard, like apparently it didn't do as well as.
Where did you hear that from?
Like apparently it didn't do it did well. Like it did very well at the box office and it was successful. But apparently people are saying like it was. I hear a lot of people say it wasn't as good as like Us or
Yeah, I've heard that, but it's
Out.
definitely still successful.
Yeah, it was definitely still successful. But like for me, it is personally my least favorite out of the Peele movies. I personally enjoy Us more, and Get Out and Candyman. But the new Candyman's really good.
I
But
heard mixed reviews, but I'm gonna keep that for myself.
fuck the mixed reviews.
Oh, that's the other one I saw this year. Shit.
But
Candyman?
Candyman.
Lucas? Okay. That came out last year, so we'll talk about that for.
Oh, that's last year?
Yeah. I got you. Go ahead.
Was that 2022 or 2021?
21.
Okay, so good.
I'm still in the mindset of 2022, so if I say last year, I mean 2021.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry.
But yeah, I really did enjoy the film. Like Jordan Peele has such like amazing mind when it comes to making these like horror. It was more in a way. It wasn't necessarily like a horror film. Like it was more so. I got more thriller vibes out of Nope, in my opinion. Like obviously,
I think that's all his movies though. Minus Candyman. Candyman was more based off of the horror movie. So
Yeah.
I feel like out of all of them, I mean, I can't really speak on Candyman. I know you could, but I can't.
I
haven't seen it yet.
Candyman was definitely horror, 100%. Same with Us, but like with Get Out, it's in a way Nope in terms of like vibes. It has more of the same vibes as Get Out was in terms of like the thriller aspects. But like with Nope, like you saw Nope, right, Sid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, good. Because I didn't know if you didn't. But like just like the whole teasing in the trailer, like, oh, there are fucking aliens, but in reality, what?
I said it was crazy. The
It was
first trailer, it wasn't even about aliens. It was about fucking monkeys.
Yeah. Yeah, but like literally, it took a whole other fucking turn when that fucking monkey scene happened. I'm just like the fact that it was just dead silent. Usually there would be like fucking weird music.
Freaking out.
There would be like weird music, freaky music playing in the background of this. No, it's dead silent. I felt so fucking uncomfortable. And just
I think that was the point.
Yeah, like I felt very uncomfortable watching that. Like I wasn't not as uncomfortable as I was with Terrifier 2, but like still got uncomfortable. And like the fact that, you know, they got the same actor that played in Get Out,
and Black Panther.
And Black Panther, yeah.
I love him.
And they got Keke Palmer. Yeah, that's her name, Keke Palmer. She absolutely crushed it in that film. And Steven Yeun, I think that's his name. Yep. Yeah, he did great in this film as well. Like, damn it, Sid, you made me sad.
You're welcome.
Rest in peace. All right, but yeah, I rather enjoyed this film. The writing was brilliant. The acting was great, and yeah, it got lower on the list for me just because of how uncomfortable. Well, not really uncomfortable, just how. Mainly just the shock value, mainly just the monkey scene, mainly just like I was not prepared for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, everything else in the movie told a great story, and yeah, I enjoyed Nope.
Okay, my number 8 is Barbarian. Toast actually told me this movie was really good, and as soon as it came out on HBO, I was like, I have to fucking see this. I have to fucking see this. First and fucking foremost, who in here has not seen the movie because I'm about to spoil it and I don't want to do that? Well, AJ, you're excluded because you don't like horror movies, so you're out of this equation. Lucas,
you can spoil it because I may not see it. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't care.
So I fucking wish Keith lived longer. I love how this movie was. I love how they made it seem like Keith was the bad guy, but he was actually really cool. He was a good guy, and then he fucking dies. What the fuck, Richard? And then Justin Long, listen, he has been in horror movies for a very long time, and I think he did really well in this, and I knew that he was going to be a little shit in this as soon as I saw him on the cast list.
Yeah.
But it was really, really good. They actually had someone that works with Rob Zombie quite a lot in this movie. I don't know his name. I just remember his face. I know he's in a lot of Rob Zombie movies. He's in 3 from Hell. He's also in 31. He's in The Munsters, along with someone from Lost. Sorry that I remember this. But yeah, that's my number 8. Julian, what's your number 8?
I see that smirk.
Oh God.
So my
Say
number.
Scream.
No, actually, my number 8 is actually Barbarian.
Yeah.
Which again, thank you, Toast, for recommending it to me. But
Well, I think I recommended that to you. Toast recommended it to me, and then it came out. And I was like, "You should go see this."
You definitely did tell me to check it out on HBO Max, but
yeah.
I fucking agree. Literally everything Sid said, I fucking agree. He should have fucking lived longer, motherfuckers. Anyway, number 7.
You're not gonna like my number 7. You're not gonna like how high this movie is on my list. You want to take a guess?
I'm just waiting.
Do you want to take? I want you to guess.
We're gonna be here all day. Come on, don't guess.
Just guess.
Oh God.
It's a horror movie.
Well, no shit. I don't fucking know.
Terrifier 2. Listen, I actually really liked this movie, and I'm gonna defend it. If you saw the first one, how Julian feels about the second one is how I feel about the first one. So the second one had a
I hated the first one too.
Listen, I hate it too. The second one had a much better storyline compared to the first one. Much better. I'm not saying it's great. Personally, my opinion, I think it was better than the plot line from the first one. It was more consistent. It stayed with the flow. It wasn't all over the place. Art was fucking hilarious as usual. I laughed my ass off at that scene that everyone was fucking throwing up and passing out over. I was fucking laughing my ass off. I was laughing. I thought it was so funny. The way that he walks out and you think it's over, but then he just comes back in with the thing of bleach. He just charges back in and runs in. He's hilarious. I love him. And I think the final girl for this film, phenomenal. Fucking phenomenal. She's not up there with Sydney though, but she's phenomenal. For this generation of horror, phenomenal. Again, I think it was much better than the first one, and I think compared to that, that's really what mattered to me the most. It had its moments where I'm like, okay, but it was definitely a lot better than the first one. I will 100% say that. What's your number 7, Julian?
As I turn my microphone back on. Oh, motherfucker. So number 7 for me is a more recent film. It is Avatar: The Way of Water.
So you two can talk about that. I never saw it.
I think, for me personally, it's one of the most visually beautiful looking films I've ever seen. Yes. Literally, there's a reason why it took 12 fucking years for this film to be made. Like, it's three hours of just oh my God. It's just so fucking beautiful. It's literally like, it's not really a movie. Like, the story is good, like the acting's great, the writing's great, but the cinematography and just the overall look of the entire film is just unfucking believable. Like Lucas would definitely agree with me. It's one of the most beautiful movies of the year, I think.
Yeah, definitely, without question. When they went up to the ship, one of the tribes, I forgot what it was. Like the overall, like, the beachy atmosphere.
Oh my God, just the entire scenery.
Beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. Even though, like, the tribe, didn't introduce them very well. They're like, hey, what are you doing here? Fuck you. What are you doing here?
Well, they didn't really say that, but
it was kind of like that,
Kind of, yeah, but they didn't directly say, "Oh, fuck you."
Yeah, but it was definitely one of those movies. It's kind of like got very beautiful scenery, like even from where they're in the jungle too. Like, it's very, very beautiful scenery.
Yeah. My number 7 is Avatar: The Way of the Water. I really enjoyed this movie, and so many people agree it's a great movie. So, Lucas, you got something?
I do want to talk about one of the actors that he was like a military dude that was trying to, he had the gun pointing at the kids or something like that. I forgot his name.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I can't fucking remember his name.
But the military. I'm gonna call him the military dude. That's what I'm gonna call him.
Yeah, military dude. Yeah.
Yeah, the military dude in there. This motherfucker pissed me off the whole entire time. I want to see him dead.
Yeah.
I want to see him dead. Like,
never had so
and
much.
actually, it's a good strategy that two tribes like using like their power to go against like those type of people like that. It's very incredible. And oh god, what was the thing? That big ass like creature that was in there too. I forgot his
big ass.
It was a big creature, I'll say that, but my god. I was like, what is that? Because I thought one of them died of drowning, but turned out it was not true.
Yeah, like that was a very big cliffhanger. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But,
anyway.
Yeah.
That was my number 7.
All right, number 6 seed. 7. 6.
You're 555.
Number 6 is Nope.
Ah, Nope.
This was originally lower on my list the first time I watched this because
Same.
It took a couple more watches for me to really enjoy it. Definitely, like Julian said, it's my least favorite out of the ones that I have actually seen. As far as all of his movies, I can't really say because I still haven't seen Candyman yet. I will eventually.
It's great.
But there were moments that I was just kind of like, okay, this is really fucking boring to me. And then there were moments like, oh, hell yeah, this is fucking great. Like Kiki Palmer and Daniel Craig. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced his name. I tried my best.
Yeah, you tried.
Phenomenal fucking casting decision.
Yeah.
To have them both in it. They're both incredible. I mean, Julian pretty much said everything that.
Yeah, man.
I can't really add anything. So, Julian, what's your number 6?
Before I get to my number 6, I will definitely agree with you on the boring. There were definitely a couple boring parts on this movie. Like with Get Out and Us and Candyman, like it had you hooked the entire fucking time. I know Sid hasn't really seen Candyman, but with Get Out and Us, like you're invested the entire time. Like no part really dragged on. Like there were some parts that dragged longer than they really needed to, and. But, Jordan Peele, like, he has a very specific eye when it comes to who he casts as actors. And every single casting he's done has been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And it always tries to share a message. So, yeah, I love it. But, yeah, my number 6 is Doctor Strange, The Multiverse of Madness.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead.
What I don't even know what else I can really say except holy fucking shit.
I think I'm gonna speak it for you.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, Doctor Strange. Benedict Cumberbatch easily became one of my favorite actors. Benedict.
You mean Benadryl cucumber squash? If you kick me, I swear to fucking God, I will end you.
I'm not kicking you. I'm doing this. So yeah, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
Don't test me, bitch. I run this show. Don't test me, bitch.
Go fuck yourself.
I told you, don't test me, and you didn't listen, bitch.
Quit being bratty. You're not gonna get any reward for that.
Go ahead.
So,
Strange.
Multiverse of Madness. God fucking damn it. I'm gonna jump off a bridge.
Is it the Jersey Bridge?
You're gonna kill. Damn.
This is what you get for muting me.
God.
That's what you get.
God, this is why I fucking stopped. This is why I left. This is why I fucking left.
You did this. You started this.
Doctor Strange, Multiverse of fucking Madness.
That's the title.
That was so aggressive, Julian. Why did you do that for no reason at all?
Shut up, AJ.
He's like getting in touch with AJ saying the fuck in a title.
Just go, Julian. Just
Go
go.
ahead, Julian.
Go.
The movie was great. Great storytelling. Great cinematography. Benedict Cumberbatch did an amazing job, and the fact that they got Patrick Stewart to play his role again as Professor X just made it better. And John Krasinski is back in the MCU, which is awesome. But yeah, I really enjoyed the horror aspects of it as well. Just like there were some parts where Elizabeth Olsen as fucking Wanda just scared the fucking shit out of me at the first time I saw it. I was like, yeah, like me and my dad were in the theater, just like jump scares happening. Oh shit! Yeah, like I loved those aspects of it, and just whoever directed this film, great fucking job.
You don't know who directed this film?
I don't I know who directed it, but I don't remember their name.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you because my number 5 is Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
All right.
I'm going to tell you right now. You wanted fucking Sam Raimi.
I'm fucking stupid.
Bruce Campbell was literally in this
That's right.
movie. Okay, number 5 for me, obviously, yeah. I fucking love this movie. People want to shit on the fucking CGI and the cinematography of the film, but I'm gonna just say those people have never seen any of the Evil Dead films a day in their fucking life.
Exactly.
Because especially when Wanda was crawling out of the fucking thing and she started cracking her bones. Bitch, that is Evil Dead shit. That is Evil Dead fucking... Okay.
People are stupid.
Again, casting was great. I didn't like Haley Atwell in the fucking movie at all. Didn't fucking care for it. Would have rather had Tom fucking Cruise on it than her. I'm over Captain Carter.
Speaking of Tom Cruise, we're getting that fucking Iron Man movie for some time. Who knows?
I doubt it, honestly. I do need to correct you though, Julian. John Krasinski is not coming back. He was only there for the one role.
So I've been lied to.
Yeah, I think the whole internet has been lied to. Just like when everyone thought that we were gonna get 15 fucking cameos and Deadpool and Jesus fucking
Don't
Christ.
even fucking mention that shit.
But yeah, this movie was incredible. I remember when this was announced, and I can't remember if it was San Diego Comic-Con
It was San Diego.
Yeah.
It was San Diego.
And it was like rumored that it was going to have horror influences, and it wasn't Sam Raimi as the original director. He wasn't the original director.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, it's not going to have horror influence. And I think Marvel came out and said that it wasn't. And then obviously you get fucking Sam Raimi. Hello? You're going to have horror fucking influences. That man knows what he's fucking doing. And obviously people were like, oh, Bruce Campbell's not going to be in it. And I'm like, are you fucking, hello? Those two are like joined at the fucking hip.
Yeah.
Like, hello? So yeah, that's my number 5. Julian, what's your number 5?
Scream. Yes.
I'm so hurt.
Yes, Scream is at number 5.
Okay.
Hey, what's the top 5?
Top 5.
Hey, I was gonna say, at least it's in my. It's at least
I
it's in my
just
actual
said
list.
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, be happy it's in my actual list. But I almost didn't see it. I came very close to not seeing it, but then Sid said they would kill me if they didn't.
No,
I didn't.
I just recommended you do see it.
No, there was a threat.
I didn't
here and
say
there.
I'm gonna kill you. I said you should see it. It's really good. I said that to everybody.
Okay, so
Bitch.
but yeah, I feel like I really don't need to say anything because Sid is going to say it very, very soon. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Scream.
My number 4, and I think this is Julian's number 1. I'm gonna be honest. Number 4 for me is The Batman.
Really?
Honestly, this is probably my favorite Batman movie.
Same here.
It is honestly tied with The Dark Knight, and I fucking love The Dark Knight. The reason I say that I enjoyed this possibly more than that is because I am a huge fan of the Arkham Knight video games. Huge fucking fan.
You're welcome.
Especially Asylum. I started playing that again.
Yeah, by the way, you're welcome for that. I said
thank you.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
So I love that they incorporated the fighting style from the video games.
Yes.
Robert Pattinson did a phenomenal job as Batman.
He really did.
We all knew he was.
No, many people did not know that he was. I was skeptical. I wasn't on the hate train, but I was definitely skeptical.
Because it's the fucking Twilight thing, but people clearly haven't watched any. People that were shitting on Robert Pattinson in the beginning clearly didn't see any of the films outside of the Twilight saga. Like, he's
same
actually,
thing for Kristen Stewart.
Exactly. But people just need to give the motherfucker a chance. And I knew it was going to be great because I saw a different movie that Robert Pattinson was in, and he did a phenomenal job in that. So I was like, this guy's the perfect man for the role. And what do you know?
Mean, I've seen him in other roles, but it's been a long time since I've seen those. So that's why I was skeptical. And I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. But I wasn't like, oh, fuck Robert Pattinson. He's going to do terrible. I was just like, we'll see what happens. He may do good. He may do bad. I don't know. We'll see. I fucking love it. Zoe Kravitz is fucking Catwoman.
Best Catwoman ever.
Dear fucking God, end me right now. Jesus Lord.
Yeah. I was honestly, you want to know something? I was afraid that they were going to cast Halle Berry again.
No.
Yeah.
So I knew that wasn't going to happen.
Thank
Phenomenal
God.
fucking film. I'm going to let Julian probably, I feel like everything I just said, Julian is probably going to talk about.
Yeah.
Or say that I already said everything. So,
How ironic.
So, yeah, that's my number 4. What's your number 4, Julian?
Well, I mentioned X earlier.
I know what yours is.
My number 4 is Pearl. Easily my favorite horror film of the entire year. For me. Just, oh my God. Like, I don't even know what else to say other than, holy shit, this movie's fucking good. Like, I can literally just point to that flag. That's it has.
Well, there's definitely more to it, that for me at least.
Just the story is absolutely great. The writing is great. That I forgot her name again.
Mia Goth.
What?
Mia Goth.
Mia Goth. Thank you. God. See, I'm terrible at fucking names too. So, but yeah, Mia Goth, literally the perfect person to play in the horror movie role. Just, oh my God, some of these kills were absolutely brutal. Obviously, the crocodile scene, the explosion scene, the fucking she literally set her mother on fire.
She took the birthday song a little too literal.
Yeah, and then she killed one of the lead girls with the hatchet and killed the boy that was leaving her with the fucking like rake. Like, oh my God. And the ending credit scene, easily the most uncomfortable I've ever been with an end credit scene.
That's my profile picture on Discord and on
Xbox. Yeah, like right when I remember when Sid changed that, and I would. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, leave Sid alone, please.
Yeah, people leave me alone now. I don't get creepy messages. They leave me alone.
Okay.
Anywho, wait, what do you mean, Lucas? When you said okay? Hey, you never know. There's guys that are into that shit.
Hey, sometimes you gotta listen to commands.
Yeah, seriously. Honestly, Sid, I feel like even if you did change your profile pic, there's still guys out there that are into that shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get into it in a second.
But yeah, Pearl.
Julian, it's really funny that you mentioned that because that's my number 3.
Woohoo!
She is a BPD icon, okay? Especially when she's screaming at the guy, "Why are you leaving me? I thought you liked me." A lot of people with BPD use that clip and fucking posted it because we relate to it. Toast was actually the one I already planned on seeing X. And I had no idea that Pearl was even coming out, and then he told me about it, and then I saw X, and then I saw Pearl, and I was like, fuck, this is so fucking good. Mia Goth and another person who I will mention later on are the best women in this genre right now, as we fucking speak. She is killing the fucking game. She's gonna be in Maxine, this year, I think. And then I think there's another movie that she's going to be in, another horror movie she's going to be in that looks fucking nuts. But I really loved this movie a lot. I think compared to X, I can't really say it yet. I can't say it yet, so I'm just gonna wait. Julian, what's your number 3?
Number 3 is an animated film. My favorite animated. It's actually my favorite animated movie of the entire year.
I know what it is.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Yep. I pay attention.
Yeah, you pay it. Yeah, you know me way too fucking well. But God, I had very low expectations because I was like, are they going to like how can you remake like the magic that the first film had? Like the first film was so fucking good. Easily one of my favorite DreamWorks movies. And just literally they topped the first film. Like they genuinely topped the first film. Such an amazing story. Antonio Banderas, just no better voice. Literally no better fucking voice, and just the animation was super smooth. Like it really just felt like it's not, in a way, it doesn't feel like the exact same animation as the Shrek films, because the first Puss in Boots movie was very much similar to the Shrek films. But I don't know. I get the newer one had a little bit more, like an even more like even more cartoony than it already was.
Mm-hmm.
Type of feeling to it. Like it wasn't I was about to say, I was like, oh, it had like a Into the Spider-Verse like
definitely not the same.
Into the but yeah, but I was about to
Into
say,
the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse, like that was way more comic book based, but I don't know. I just really enjoyed it. There were a bunch of cute moments, especially Puss in Boots' eyes. But yeah, I really enjoyed the film. I fucking loved it.
Okay. My number 2.
X.
Yep. I thoroughly enjoyed X more than Pearl. Both were very good, and I actually rated them the same. I both gave them a 10 out of 10 because they're both perfect and unique in their own different ways. Again, Mia Goth playing literally 2 totally different fucking characters.
Yeah.
She did phenomenal. Fucking phenomenal. And no one can tell me otherwise. I've said it once and I'll say it again. A24 has hit or misses, and my list definitely proves that. I mean, one of my lowest movies of A24 is Men. 2 of my highest fucking ratings are X and Pearl. Like it's very hit or miss at moments, and I feel like this year definitely had a lot of hits than misses. But I mean, I loved Jenna Ortega in this fucking movie too. I think her and Mia Goth are killing the fucking horror game. I really do. I mean, you've got fucking X, you've got Scream, you've got Wednesday, you've got Pearl. You know, Wednesday just got announced for a season 2. Thank fucking God. I'm excited about that. But yeah, that's my number 2. Julian.
My number 1? My number 2.
Your number 2.
Oh, I think you know what my number
I don't know. I know what your number 1 is. I don't know your number 2.
Elvis.
I didn't see that.
I know you didn't. Just easily one of my favorite biopics. Like, what'd you just say?
Lucas he did a Muppet laugh.
I was doing my.
He did a Muppet laugh. Why did AJ come back to that? Why was that the first thing I said and AJ came back? Did I just summon AJ with the word Muppet?
No, you summoned the word
me
because of Elvis. Because how ironic. Today, as of this recording, it's his birthday today.
Okay.
Yeah, it was his birthday. Yeah, Elvis was my song of the day today, so.
Okay. Continue on.
And also, I did a cover on him.
Jesus, you're fucking loud. So anyway, Elvis, Austin Butler, like he literally embodied Elvis Presley. Like he had to change his voice. He literally had to change his fucking voice Like he's like the way he actually speaks now, he sounds exactly like Elvis fucking Presley in real life. And just like he had to learn all the different moves and just like basically it's not just like a story about not just about Elvis's life, but like about his manager who's played by Tom Hanks. And Tom Hanks is Tom Hanks. like literally every single casting in this film is absolutely incredible. The acting was great, the writing was great, and they like the fact that Elvis's family themselves said they nailed this film to accuracy to how it was back then is insane. Like easily one of my favorite biopics because obviously like there was some stuff they had to like tinker a little bit for the film and story, but for literally they said like 99% of the film is true. So good job to them. So what?
I think we already know.
Yes.
I think we already know. I mean,
I'm looking at the background.
literally.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's fucking Scream. Scream, best film of 2022.
Okay.
It just is. I mean, let's get into it because there's a lot to get into. You got fucking Jenna Ortega, opening scene, call back to the fucking original movie. They brought back Red Right Hand again, back from the original fucking movie. I think the only movie they didn't use it in was 3. I think they used it in 4. It was either 3 or 4 they didn't use it in. But they brought it back. I loved it. Again, had the same dude from fucking Smile. The same dude from fucking Jennifer's Body. He died, but he's still in it.
In the arms of the angel.
Well, he was kind of a dick in the movie, but still in the arms of an angel, I guess.
In the arms.
In the arms of
A
something.
lot of people were like, "Oh, the killer was so easy to point out." Blah 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 blah. I mean, one of them for me, yes. The other, no, because I've seen The Boys, and I could not see Jack Quaid as Ghostface. Personally, I think he's like the worst Ghostface I've ever seen. Just to be completely fucking honest with you. Fucking Skate Ulrich came back, bitch. Hello. Phenomenal. I mean, what else can I fucking say about that? I think the way that they talk, people were like, "Oh, it was a cheap way. They did what everybody else did." Bitch, who cares? Scream fans don't give a fuck. Scream fans wanted to see him again. I mean, we wanted Stu, obviously, but we'll take Skeet as well.
Yeah.
And then we got the confirmation that fucking Kirby is alive, and now we're getting fucking Scream 6 with Kirby and everybody else.
I'm excited
and
for Scream 6.
I'm so fucking, you have no fucking idea how pumped I am for this shit. I literally was so, like, as soon as that teaser trailer came out, I was like uncovering everything. I mean, Lucas probably saw it on my fucking Twitter. I literally was like, I posted a fucking thread of everything that I saw. You know, someone with an Exorcist costume, the Jason fucking costume. Not you, Jason. I love when I said that. He looked right at me.
He looked directly.
Huh?
He did. He said, "What?" No.
Not you. Not you.
I mean, the Shining twins was in there. The Babadook, which is a callback to the 5th film. I really loved how they did this movie. The only thing that I didn't like was Dewey dying. He shouldn't have fucking died. That was so. That was a cheap way to end it. It just was. But yeah, I fucking love Scream. I could literally go on 4 hours. I mean, let's even get into the fact that they brought back Drew Barrymore for this fucking movie. She voiced the principal. Let's also talk about the fact that Matthew Lillard came back as well as Chromatic Ghostface. They were like, we're bringing everybody back. We're bringing everybody back. And at the very end, they dedicated this movie to Wes Craven.
As they fucking
I'm
should.
glad it did.
And one of
That
the
it
characters in the movie was named Wes. Hello? And there was like
Right.
little hints here and there throughout the film of, past work of Wes Craven or Wes Craven himself. Like, phenomenal. I also want to say that I know that a lot of Scream fans are pissed that Neve Campbell is not coming back. But honestly, I understand why. She was the face of this movie for years, and she felt like she was not getting paid the way that she should have. If she was to be in this movie again, she should be paid the way that she should have. And she said, no, I'm not doing it. And this isn't the first time she did it. She did this for Scream 3, I think.
Yep.
And they paid her the correct amount, and she was in it. So, honestly, I won't be mad that she's not going to be in it. I think it's probably the best move. I understand why fans wanted her back for the 5th film, but honestly, I feel like they could have just gotten away with just keeping her out of it. Because she's married, has kids now, blah blah blah. Like we know this. So I mean, I'm not really gonna be mad that she's not in it. Pretty much the only original character that's left throughout the franchise is Gale. And people definitely think that she's gonna die. So. Am I looking?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It happens, but Scream 5, I literally have watched this movie so many fucking times, I can't even tell you. I love this movie so much. I cry every
I'm
time
gonna guess like
because
30.
of Dewey. Probably more than that. That's like the only movie that I don't have of my collection for Scream. I have 1 through 4. I don't have that one. I'm gonna get it though. I will. I don't know when, but I will.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Kind of go on what you're kind of saying about Scream. I saw the 4th movie. Kind of not recently when the 5th one came out, but before the 5th one came out, I was kind of like, I like this one, and I was very curious of the 5th one, so I checked it out, and I really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it, as you said, and I'm very excited for the sixth one coming out. I think that's the count of it.
It's set in New York. Yep.
Yeah. All right. I'll make sure I got my count right because again, I get
literally in 2 months. 2 fucking months.
Yeah, it's in March, I believe.
Yep. They
But,
shortened it. They
yeah, I mean,
they finished it early, so they set the date. They were like, "Fuck it, we're
Excited.
done. Might as well."
Yeah, better
Excited.
now than never.
Mhm.
It's exactly.
Okay.
Julian, talk about it.
What's your number 1? I already know it. But...
Batman.
I was gonna lift up my Poison Ivy Funko Pop, but she's not in this movie.
I was about to say, really?
I still can. I will.
Yeah.
You talk. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Just gonna find my Poison Ivy stuff.
No, it's right here.
Oh,
The comic book one.
All right. So yeah, The Batman, easily one of my favorite films of the year. Obviously, you guys fucking know me. This film is everything I wanted to be. 2 hours. I was curious of like, oh, really? It's 2 hours long? Oh, it didn't feel like 2 hours long. If I was sitting there just like, can it be longer? Can it please be longer?
Don't do that.
Dude, I could sit there for 5 fucking hours watching Batman. But seriously, this film was absolutely incredible. Robert Pattinson killed it as Bruce Wayne, as Batman. I like this film even more because it's really, really more detective based than more superhero based. Because say what you will about the Christian Bale movies, like yes, that was more superhero oriented. That was way more for the comic book stuff. But like this film, it's like, okay, we're going to look at Bruce Wayne as an actual detective. Like,
which was what he was originally intended for. I mean, even like the fucking video games.
Yeah, the video games. Like, I feel like that's really what it was intended for. Specifically, like the Arkham Knight, like Batman, because that was very, very detective based and very, very dark. But yeah, I just absolutely love this film. And again, Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman, best casting ever. And whoever the fuck the Riddler was, what'd you just?
I was singing Nirvana.
Okay, but yeah, just I don't know who played the Riddler again, but he did absolutely incredible, and just everything about this film I just loved.
Let's not forget about that Joker cameo too.
Which
not even a cameo, deleted scene.
Yeah, which is supposed to be something that sets up the second film, which they are working on. But I'm just so fucking excited to see what they do with the second Batman. I'm very curious to see how it does, because normally there are some sequels that do great and there's some sequels that don't do well. I hope it's one that does well. I mean, it did well for The Dark Knight. Like, the Dark Knight sequels I thought were really, really good. But yeah, it was Batman Begins and then The Dark Knight.
I believe so. I don't
remember.
It
was. Yeah, Dark Knight was the second film. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, like, when I heard about that Joker thing, I thought I was like, oh my God, Joaquin Phoenix. It was that Joker. Nope, it's a completely different Joker, a more terrifying Joker. And
this is like the beginning Joker. That's what people weren't understanding, was the fact that this part of the Batman franchise in DC was like the start of it. That's why the Joker looked the way that he did.
Yeah, but like, just seeing how like just like how his face was like deformed. Yeah. It was just like, oh my fucking God, like, this is terrifying. Like, and I just absolutely loved it. Just like, he looked like an actual fucking monster in this film, because like with Joaquin Phoenix, like, it's just a normal everyday guy, but like in this version of Batman, he is literally a creature. Like, he literally looked like in Arkham Asylum, that final boss mission where he turns into that fucking giant.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I feel like this is, again, I feel like the film is very heavily based. It's heavily based off of the Arkham franchise.
Yep.
So, like, because the Arkham franchise, Bruce Wayne, yes, is superhero-esque, but it's way more detective-based. And like, that's why they have the more deformed Joker in the first film, and then the second Batman game, Arkham City, the Joker's even more deformed because of the after effects of the venom that he took to make himself a monster. So yeah, like, I'm very curious to see what they do with the second film, and just the cinematography is absolutely beautiful. Like, it's very old school film noir-esque that I absolutely love, like neo-noir, like thriller. There's thriller elements in there, and it's just, the dialogue is absolutely amazing. And the guy that plays Commissioner Gordon, good fucking job. Good fucking casting on Commissioner Gordon. And yeah, I just absolutely love it. I'm very curious to see what they do next. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm here for it.
All right. Now we're going to make it interesting. We're going to do 3 movies we saw last year, just to speed things up for everybody. Because I don't know how long we've been recording for. So,
a while.
AJ, where the fuck you at?
I'm right here. So
I don't see him. It says he's muted.
Really?
I'm gonna kick
right
you.
here.
Just join back. Okay, there you are.
There he
All
is.
right. So we'll
Hi.
each say one at a time. So what's a movie you saw last year for the first time, and it was old, that you really enjoyed?
For this one, I don't know why I haven't seen this movie sooner, but Elf.
Elf?
Yes, because I literally just watched it one day on HBO Max, and because I was bored, so I just wanted to watch it, and get into the Christmas spirit. And basically, I have a elf costume I wanted to wear for school, but I just want to remember the quotes that he said. But when I watched the movie, though, oh my God, best fucking Christmas movie. I don't care what anyone says. Oh my God, Will Ferrell is just
Have
a
you
great
seen
actor.
Gremlins?
I was about to say.
But Yeah, man.
He doesn't like horror. I keep telling you.
I know.
Anyways, yeah, Elf is just a great movie, man. I don't know why I never saw this movie. Like I haven't seen this movie like earlier in my life. Jeez, I must not have like a good childhood as a Christmas movie. But anyways, but that's a good movie though.
Anyways, Jason,
Oh,
what's a
check out
movie
my
you
face.
saw? What's a movie you saw last year for the first time?
Wait, who?
You're muted.
Jason.
Last year for the first time. Can I just say the latest Star Wars movie?
Yeah, you could. I mean, if you recently just watched it for the first time, go for it.
That's all I watched. I mean, I like the classic ones better, the older ones, but.
Oh, you watched all the sequels.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are your 3 movies then. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you like them? Did you like one more in particular than the other? What did you think of them?
I mean, well, the latest one, it wasn't that bad for me, but I like the OG
like the
one
other ones.
way more.
Yeah.
Than the latest ones.
Mhm. Lucas.
I was going to drink my water.
All right, Julian.
All right, these are 3 movies that
We're doing one at a time.
Oh, just one?
Yeah, Jason just got his out of the way, so you might as well just do one.
All right. Well, I'll just be real quick. Yeah, Birds of Prey, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. But the one film that I really, really enjoyed that I never saw, but saw last year, The Phantom of the Opera.
The original?
The musical.
Oh, okay.
Musical version. I did see the original horror version of Phantom of the Opera as well. I did enjoy that more, but I can't deny the fucking sound. I have the soundtrack to Phantom of the Opera on my iPhone. And that's like one of the only musical soundtracks I even have on my phone. So, yeah.
All right, Lucas.
All right, so let's talk about so the one movie I saw last year. Are we going 1 or are we going 3?
You might as well say 3. AJ, I'll have you do the other 2.
All right,
and then I'll say all 3 of mine.
One of them I really enjoyed. I'm gonna count all 3 of them because they're all like a series, and I think since I know what I'm talking about. And that is Fear Street. Fear Street. I don't care what anyone says. One of my probably to me, like last year on Netflix, probably one of the best ones I saw last year. The way that they go back in time just to see just all these different like monsters or what the fuck it was. The one I enjoyed the most was definitely part 2. I enjoyed part 2 the most, and I rate these. And I just recently watched part 3 the whole way through. I would say part 2, part 1, part 3.
Yep.
And part 3 was very, very close. And yes, but for me with the witch trials and everything like that, it's just I liked it, kind of references it, but it just felt kind of sad,
Yeah. Especially that one scene in the church.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, the one scene in the church just creeped me out. Like, I was looking at Kai, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I was watching with them, I'm like, what the fuck is this? So, yeah, and then the next one is Free Guy.
Yep.
And I definitely enjoyed that one for sure.
Keys.
Really just,
I love
I
Keys.
really love just what the Ryan Reynolds was playing. I forgot what he played. He could play his guy. I think it was Guy.
Yeah, he plays Guy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why I knew it as a movie was because of freaking emo from Fortnite. That's the only reason why I freaking knew.
Really?
And I was, yeah. And I watched it, and I was like, it was very hilarious. Like, I really enjoyed just like this video game like aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely a good role to have. So definitely enjoyed that. And God, I gotta think it's top of my head. I would say another one that I really enjoyed. I recently just finished up watching oh God, what was it? Oh God.
Was it a horror
Curse of
movie?
Chucky.
Yeah,
Cult
okay.
of Chucky.
Cult
Cult
of
of Chucky.
okay.
That's what it was. Cult of Chucky.
This was the mental hospital one, right?
It was no, it was all the 3 Chuckies involved.
Yeah, so that's where they're at the mental hospital.
Yeah,
it's got all the
mental
fucking
hospital.
Chuckies. Yeah.
Oh god, the 3 Chuckies, like when they're in the same room,
it's terrifying.
That was as funny as hell. I love that. And another one I just forgot about is Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
Finally, I was able to watch it. Finally able to see it. I saw it randomly on Fire Stick. I'm like, wait, is this for real? And seeing it for the first time, and I really enjoyed it. Again, from what it kind of left off in the last movie, Far From Home. And should I kind of say it or kind of spoil? Or should I?
I think we've all seen it. AJ doesn't even like Marvel, so you might as well just.
No,
he doesn't like anything.
Okay. All right. Settle. Fucking settle. All right. So, for me, seeing this, with this left off Far From Home, when Tom Holland was basically a master of the world as Spider-Man, and everyone else knew pretty much MJ was affiliated with him, and everyone else affiliated with Spider-Man was either get this mixed reaction of like hate and good, and then you go into the scene where they have all the villains back. Green Goblin, for example, was back. Doc Ock was back. Electro was back, and the Sandman was back. If I left anything out, let me know. So then we just get into one of the great scenes I liked was it all with them, which is in the elevator. I really enjoyed that scene. And then Aunt May dies in the movie, and Tom Holland basically goes into this rage, and that's when all the Spider-Mans come in. When all the Spider-Mans came in to talk to Tom, it was like 2 older brothers trying to counsel the young one, trying to guide him in the right way. And the way that they finish up, there's a lot of great comedy in there too, and just the seriousness and the redemption for both characters. Andrew Garfield, in his Spider-Man, he didn't save he didn't save Gwen, and he saved MJ, which is good redemption for his character. And then you go with Toby, he killed, I think it was Eddie, I think it was, and he also not that type of Eddie. Tobey Maguire killed Eddie Munson, y'all.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I just heard Eddie's. Sorry.
All right. So Toby killed Venom. Well, Toby, killed Venom, and then he killed the person that fought that killed Uncle Ben, I believe it was too. And so he redeemed himself because Tom Holland is out to kill the Green Goblin. And once, he tried to do it with his glider the same way that, he died in his world or whatever. And once, Toby he didn't say a word. No word. Just facial, just like, don't do it. Just don't do it. The ending of it just made me sad, though. Spider-Man forgot and no one else knows he's Spider-Man. He was about to say it to MJ again, but he didn't. Great movie. I recommend it. Hopefully, again, we see more what Tom Holland does in this role. Is he going to turn out like Toby in like a third movie or anything like that? When he basically turned into the Black Spider-Man. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll figure it out when we get there.
AJ. What the fuck, Richard?
I'm here. Hi.
What are your other two movies?
Well, I kind of said this already, but Jackass, the latest movie.
That was this year.
That was this year. I'm talking ones you watched last year that were like old movies.
The fuck? Hey, that Star Wars movie that we reviewed like months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck, I can't remember any of them because I don't see movies, but God, I saw this as a kid, but I never told you guys this. But I think it's the Mickey's Christmas movie, Upon a
I
Christmas.
love that
Um,
movie. I own that on
yeah, me
VHS.
too.
I'm old.
Me too. Oh my god, that one's such a classic for me. Even though it's not like a first time movie, but this is technically my first time in a long time seeing that movie. When I was a kid, like I'll just tell you, when I was a kid, basically I just watched that movie every single Christmas, and I loved it so much, and it brings back childhood memories. Like even when I was babysitting my little cousins one day, and we were figuring out how to what movie we should watch next because they were watching Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but but I eventually went with this movie, Mickey's Upon a Christmas. Um, it was, oh man, such a fucking classic for me, and I think everyone loved it. What a fucking movie, dude! And this movie has a big place in my heart, especially for a Christmas movie. And if anyone doesn't know that movie, I don't know what you're on. I think we are. I think you, you should watch it, my dude. I think it's on Disney Plus. I
It's got to
think,
be on
right?
Disney Plus. It has to be.
Yeah, it's obviously on Disney. So yeah, Disney Plus. Yeah, because I think I found it at Disney Plus. So I think it's not like a hard thing to find.
Wait, Lucas,
Anyways,
move! Lucas, move! Lucas, move! Move out of the way!
what the
Move out of the way! The other way! Yeah, look in the back. It's my
what
beloved.
the hell?
God damn it.
You can come back, Lucas. Oh, never mind. Hey! That's mine!
Oh no, you sick.
Really? You really want to talk, AJ?
Oh fuck.
Yeah, bitch. Okay. All right. These are the 3 movies. I've seen a lot of like older movies last year and the year before that. I'm gonna ignore Lucas now. So
Damn.
I number 3, I'd say Spree with Joe Keery. If this bitch does not come back and sit down, him in his fucking mythical robe. Sit your ass down. I will take the robe away from you. Sit down.
I
You're
would dare you
grounded.
to try. New Year, same hands. New Year,
Bitch.
same hands.
New Year, different Sid. My hands are rated E for everyone, bitch.
God fucking
Okay.
damn it.
As I was saying,
My hands are rated
listen.
18 plus. Who wants to go?
Spree is a movie. I don't know if anybody here has seen it, but it's fucking weird. It's with Joe Keery. Joe Keery is in it. It's fucking weird.
Yeah. Was he the one that
He's the
the
Uber
song-
driver.
was he the one that was
He
he
was
the
the-
one that had this like social
was-
media shit?
Yes, he was the Uber driver. Or the Spree driver. It was fucking crazy. Next one would be Psycho, the original. Left a very huge impact on me. I saw that last year for the first time. It took me a long time to see that movie because I get very bored of black and white films. Very bored very quickly, but this one, it drew me in. I stayed in. I was there. Now, this is a very recent one. I watched the entirety of the Lord of the Rings franchise. So that includes The Hobbit. But for me, the one that stuck out the most was Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. I loved that movie so much. The emotional impact that movie has. I cry every time I see that movie. I've watched it maybe 5 times now. Maybe more than that. But just this fucking film is beautiful. The cinematography of it, the acting, the storytelling, the emotional impact, it's just beautiful. Phenomenal. And I recommend everybody see Lord of the Rings. I don't care what anybody says. Okay. Now it's time that we've all been kind of dreading but waiting for. So let's start with podcast updates. Jason, take it away for Crash and Burn and Moshcast updates, and everything else I will take care of.
Crash and Burn's main focus going forward will be interviews and the upcoming pay-per-views for predictions and reviews. So we will not be back until the end of the month, which is when the Royal Rumble will be.
Yep.
And for birthday requests and tributes, I guess we can leave those as optional. So if anyone wants to do those, then it can be done.
Yep.
Moshcast, pretty similar. We're focusing on new releases and interviews. Birthday requests and tributes will be optional as well.
Yep.
If anyone wants to do that, then by all means.
Now,
scheduling will be a little different too.
Yeah, it'll just be when everything comes out.
This won't be every single week anymore.
Yep.
That's good. That'll sum it up.
Now, we have some pretty sad news. This is unfortunately the last episode of Cinematic Analysis.
You'll all might want to grab a tissue.
Okay. I think it had its run, but for me personally, I think it was definitely time to end it just because people were busy and we would have to push back episodes a lot, and having 3 different podcasts, every single fucking week was a lot on other people. And again, for me, there was just a lot of drama that happened last year, and kind of put a damper in the podcasts. For me, at least. I don't know for anybody else, but it definitely did for me, and I think that it's for the better. Before I say the next news, if anybody wants to talk about cinematic, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the drama kind of drove us away a bit, and it kind of made us lose motivation. And doing this every week, it just didn't feel fun anymore. It became more like a job, and a lot of us, including myself, lost motivation. So hence the reason we took a break for a while. So I think it's for the better to just get rid of at least one podcast, stop the weekly scheduling, just to not have a burnout all the time, and just so the same vibe of having fun can still be there. Because I mean, we're doing this for fun, not a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely expect a lot of changes for this year. As sad as it is to see our shit go in a different direction, it's for the better because we're focusing more on our well-being, mental health, personal life, school, and work.
And that's definitely the goal for me, is to AJ, hold on, because Lucas is next, because he wanted to say something before you. I think
that's all I have to say, guys.
For me, the goal is definitely to focus more on obviously my physical health, but my mental health as well. Last year was definitely the focus as well, but to continue to do so. And I think that it stands for quite a bit of us to better ourselves, starting with our mental health first. So, Lucas, I know you wanted to say something.
All right. I'm going to address a lot of elephants in the room and just address all of them. But not all of them, but lead some of them. Again, we had some people that came and go, and we can't control what we did, what they did, and that's not our control. It's not our fault of what we did. And as we said before, even the bad and the good ones. At least for me, I wish them all the best. I'm not gonna wish any harm on them. That's just not me. Yeah. As kind of what they said, I did lose motivation of doing this one. Just do 3 podcasts a week, which is definitely not a thing for all of us to do, honestly. And it just did not work out in our favor. And honestly, at least in my personal opinion, I think we went the podcasting too quick on this one. I feel like, again, at a later time, this should have been something, but I feel like we were so focused on doing more things that it burned us out. So now we kind of space now, because I'm not going to be here much often now, because I'm going to be in college in the fall. I'm not going to be here as often because I'm going to be in college.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, y'all aren't going to see me anymore, I'm pretty much, my last run, because I'm going to be in college, in campus. No matter if it's going to be Clemson, which I'm considering, or kind of considering, or Western Carolina. I'm still thinking about Western Carolina because that is where home is. But, at least for me, I lost motivation of it. It just came exhausted, and mental health just came in. And that during that year, you know, I lost a person this year that, lost a lot of people this year, and it hurted me. I don't want to be having that energy in the podcast. That's what they don't need. That's what the energy that they don't need in the first place. And when you have, a limited amount of members coming in, it gets very, very difficult to get more energy and more anything into it. And if you have the right people, it could work.
Right.
But we're in a space now that we don't like a lot of people, or we don't like less amount of people. It could work no matter who it's going to be, but not every single week, at least.
Yeah.
So that's why the every single week thing is done. Because we don't know what's going to happen in a week or so, or a day. Our day can be ruined of something else that's going on, and we need time to heal.
Exactly.
Or anything like that. So that's why we're not doing this anymore. I mean, I'm sorry for not doing this, but it's for the better. Bigger and better things are coming, and I'll leave that at that.
There you go.
AJ.
Julian.
You're muted, AJ.
Yeah, you're muted.
Don't yell.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm not. First of all, yeah. Even though I was not on this episode like a bunch of times and all that, like throughout all the history of cinematic analysis, but I still have some great memories because I got to watch that first episode, like for this podcast. I watched that an actual Star Wars movie, even though I hate it for no reason at all. Also, yeah, and basically any podcast that we're doing, it's it's been fun. Like we've been trying to have fun for years, but I just feel like we just realized it now.
It was
It's
too
been
much.
a job for us. It was way too much, but yeah, we're gonna try our best to have fun with it again, and get the after effects of drama out of it. But yeah, definitely gonna miss this podcast. Definitely. Even though I wish I was on more, but um, yeah. I'm definitely gonna miss this podcast, and I'm gonna enjoy this last memories. And also comment down below. What's your favorite episode of Cinematic Analysis?
Should we keep the YouTube channel open, or should we delete it?
Yes. Obviously, keep it open.
Obviously, keep it open. Yeah.
So guys, we'll keep it open in case anyone wants a blast from the past. So it's not going away.
Probably us.
Yeah. I guess for me, I remember, like 2 weeks ago when, Sid and Jason pulled me aside and told me that the podcast was ending. I had a feeling it was going to happen sometime soon because, for me, like when it came to when it comes to cinematic analysis, I'll be honest, I'd never had a good time really doing it. For the most part, I did not enjoy being on. I didn't really enjoy just talking about. At the time, I just didn't really give a shit. But obviously, since the year went on, I started watching more movies and learning a little bit more about film and stuff like that. And now, and thanks to Sid and Lucas, my taste has kind of changed and my thoughts have kind of changed. And so I have them to thank for that. And honestly, it sucks that it's ending, but we got better things happening. And plus for me, 2022 was a very, very shitty year for me. Like the first 6 months of that year were just awful. Like I was at my all-time worst those first 6 months, and it affected the podcasts that we did. It affected cinematic analysis bad. And sometimes it affected the Moshcast bad. So that's why when we were doing the Moshcast, I walked away from it just for my own sanity. And plus certain people just made it insanely toxic. Stupid. And I just I did it, and thankfully, like now, like with the Moshcast now, it's better because we have people that are actually committed and people that actually want to do it, rather than just having people that just like, I don't care. It's just I'm here. I could just not really do shit or just have a super shitty attitude the
Being
entire time.
half-assed.
What?
Being half-assed.
Being half-assed or just having an overall negative attitude the entire time. But like that more or less came from cinematic analysis. Like there was a lot of fucking drama behind the scenes that you guys don't know about that we won't get into. But as for like, the whole, like with the one podcast a week, like the multiple podcasts a week thing, like I feel like for us as like this type of podcasting format, it's better off just not doing once a week. Like doing Crash and Burn once in a while for you guys works. Doing the Moshcast every once in a while for you guys works. But like not saying like the 1 week, one podcast a week thing won't happen. But just like, I mean, for us, it won't happen. For future projects, it will. But just for me, like I've also just been insanely fucking busy with my album reviews and my videos and making my content because I was at that point where I was enjoying doing what I did more than doing the stuff I did with you guys, and I'm sorry for that, really.
Don't apologize for that.
Yeah, it wasn't your guys' fault. It's just other people that were in the podcast at the time that just made it not fun. And like that's the reason why I don't do group chats anymore. Like I don't do group chats anymore.
Yeah.
I maybe specifically Instagram group chats. I'll still do like the iMessage group chat every now and then, but like for Instagram group chats, I stay away from because oh my God, like it just got to a point where I just got sick of it. And like, certain people made me leave the Moshcast full time. And that's why like I wanted to focus more on my shit. And I have a blast doing what I do. Like hell, like I'm now with the new year and like me going back to therapy soon and me looking for a job soon. It's just like trying to make myself feel better. Like I have my journal that I write in every now and then. Like it's just I've had to find so many fucking ways to make myself happy. And I needed to get away from the stuff that just didn't make me happy. And unfortunately, our podcast format wasn't making me happy. Like it really wasn't. And it has nothing to do with the people that are here in this call right now. And as well as other members that are a part of the podcast that aren't here right now. It has nothing to do with them. It just had to do with past members just acting like a bunch of fucking assholes and egotistical dipshits. Like they made the podcast not fun. And I feel like I'm to blame for some of that because I brought them on. I made them full-time members. Like this is before Sid and Lucas were even in charge. Like this is when it was just me and Jason and Josh. Like it was just us. And like I was mainly like the main host of it all. I ran the entire thing for a very long time. It's just I let certain people on that I thought were cool, but just ended up being not. And I know like you guys said, like don't beat yourself up over it, but it's hard not to because I feel like in a way I feel like I ruined a great podcast because this podcast was very, very fun at first, but just my God, over time, especially with like Moshcast, like it just gotten to a point where I was just not having fun, especially with other very personal shit that was happening to me at the time. Like even though you guys helped me dig myself out of that fucking hole, and like I'm forever grateful for that. But just for me personally, like I'm in a way I'm kind of happy this podcast is ending, but in a way I'm also kind of sad. But we did have a somewhat decent run. We didn't have a lot of episodes. We didn't have a lot of subscribers, and we don't care. We don't care about subs. We don't care about views. We just do this because we love talking about movies and TV shows and video games and wrestling and music. Like viewership and money doesn't have anything to fucking do with it. And like, I mean, it's cool. Like you'd hope for it, but that's not why we fucking do this.
We do this because it's fun and we want to have a good time with our friends, not because it's a job. Which is what at least to me, I don't know if it did for other people, the podcasts are starting to feel like, oh, we got to fucking be there. It's our job. We got to do this.
Yeah,
It
that's
started to feel that way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's when I was like,
Yeah.
we gotta do something about it. We gotta end it. I'm like, obviously
Exactly.
I'm upset, but I'm not like mad at it. These
Yeah.
things happen. We're
I
still
didn't
friends.
realize the effect it was taking until it started affecting me.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
we're all still friends. We all still care about each other.
all
There's
still
no
love
bad
each
blood between any of us. I wanted to also point that out, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all cool.
continue.
We're
yeah.
all clear.
But yeah, like specifically for me as well, like especially like just like the fact that it got to the point where I myself just I left. There's been 3 different times that I left in the middle of a fucking podcast, and you guys had to take over. Like, and that was just the Moshcast. And like, I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm never coming back from the Moshcast. I will be back. I'll come back for interviews, and
For sure.
but like as far as like album reviews, I most likely won't come on because I'll most likely be reviewing those albums already. And like, but yeah, I'll be back. I'll always be there for the interviews. Always be there for talking with different bands and social media personalities in the rock and metal world. Like, I'll be there for sure, but just like for the album reviews, I will not be there. And but I'll definitely be there for future projects that we will talk about in a second. But yeah, just for me, it just got to a point where I just did not enjoy I was not enjoying life because so much had happened. Just like May and June last year was my breaking point. Like I had like that was my fucking breaking point. I was literally anxiety every single fucking day. I contemplated 2 separate on like that no yeah 2 separate occasions, both in the same fucking weekend in May last year. And straight up, I just want I know I hate talking about this, but like I just gotta fucking say it. Like, you guys were there for me so fucking much. That fucking weekend specifically, if it wasn't for Kevin and if it wasn't for Erica Leanne, I would be dead by now. Those 2 specifically got me out of that specific weekend. But you guys later on, like that day, picked my ass up. You said, like, Julian, I'm begging you, dude. Like, you got to work on yourself. And that was the fucking motivation that I needed. Because I was so worried. Because like 2022 was the year I decided, you know what? I need to start being open. I need to start being open about the shit that I'm going through. Because if I can't, I'm just going to lose my fucking mind. And I just opened up about my attempt in 2021. I opened up about my past with abuse from a relationship. I just opened up so fucking much over the past year, and that's not going to stop. Like, I'm not going to stop being open about certain things. Like, it's not going to be like I'll post it on my close friends story, not like my regular story, because like I feel like that was more healthier doing it that way. But me being open's not going to end. Like, that's just how I am. But I still am going to work on myself. Like I said, like I'm going back to therapy again. I'm looking for a new job that'll get me more motivated to do shit. I have my journal that I'm writing in, and just like, but also like, but again, Kevin, Erica, and Sid, Lucas, and Mantra, those 5 over the entire year of 2022, those 5 specifically have been there for me more than I ever, like, so many times I just forget about it. I always forget, but then I can get into a call and just sort of like vent, and just the only thing that matters to me is I just want people to listen. I'm not asking for advice. I'm not begging for advice. I'm not begging for a solution. I just want people to listen, and then I'll figure it out myself. And again, Erica, Kevin, Mantra, Sid, and Lucas, they were the people there that let me just talk to them about it. I didn't ask them for advice. I don't like, and I never tried to make them the therapists. I just want them to. They're people that just listen. They just listen, that they don't give if they want to give advice, they definitely do if they feel like they wanted to. I never force them to. I don't ever want to force them to. I don't want to force them to be a therapist friends, which I feel like in some cases I have been. I'm guilty of coming off that way, which we've talked about many times, we talked about a couple times, and that's what motivated me to really go back to therapy. And just the podcast definitely made it to a point where I was just like, I can't do this anymore. And I had to take a break. In July, I took a break from everything. And if I didn't have that break, I would have lost it again. I would have lost my mind. And thank you guys for that. Thank you for just never giving up. Like, not just, the five that I mentioned, but, AJ and Jason and, Josh and just every great friend that I have outside of this podcast that just, they've known me for so long that they can just pick up on, okay, something's bothering them, what's going on, talk about it. And they just I'm a better man now because of it. I'm now more motivated to do shit that scares me more. Because if you have two options, there's things in life where you have two options. If you have those two options, go with the option that scares you the most. And that's what I'm doing more often. Hell, I was terrified of cutting my hair. I was, but I did it. And I feel like that's the first step into many more things, like getting myself into uncomfortable situations or getting into situations that make me scared just to help me grow. So yeah, I'm sorry that was a lot, but I just needed to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I love y'all from the bottom of my fucking heart.
I did. I mean, another thing I want to add
welcome, man.
Onto what Julian was saying is this goes for everybody, because I've had many talks with Julian about this, because
so many.
I want not just Julian, but even everyone in here to be their best self. So if things are bothering you and it's really affecting you, but it also starts to affect the people around you, that's when you really need to think about what you need to do and how to not have that affect the people around you, because that's how it's going to affect your relationships going forward with people you meet or already know and things like that. So definitely something to think about. But Lucas, I think, wanted to say something else. So go ahead, Lucas.
Yeah, first of all, get a light of candles for cinematic analysis because,
In the
it's about time.
Arms of the
angel.
So I have one candle on over there to my right, and I have one's right here. So
you a candle later?
I gotta light it up because I'm wearing all black because it is the death of cinematic analysis. But it is the burial of it.
Burial.
To the sky.
Oh my God. Okay, AJ,
Okay,
I'm sorry, but I
okay,
have to do this.
Okay,
Continue.
settle.
And I'm gonna do this.
Just
All right,
continue, Lucas.
but settle. It's time for me to talk. So, as Ella and I said, let me talk to you.
Yeah.
All right. So, what I want you to address is that, as Julian said, we had a lot of members of behind the scenes that really caused us a lot of trauma. Well, not necessarily a lot of trauma, but just caused us to be terrible, and it caused us just to kind of be just sellouts and be kind of business people, and I wouldn't go there, but made it, as Kai you said, made it a job.
Yeah, it felt like we had to do it.
Yeah.
To make up for everything that happened.
It felt to force like that, and I said it before, and I say it again. Everyone else makes a dumb decision one of these days. I make dumb decisions every single day. All of us make dumb decisions that we do, and we regret those decisions. But you have to understand that you're not necessarily perfect at it, and that's what I've been telling a lot of people here. You're not going to be perfect at what you do, or anything like that. So,
what is perfect?
We had people last year that had caused us a lot of things, and that ultimately led us to separate from everything and take that break. And I need it for myself too, because during the time, as I said, I lost my dog, had next, going to college now. It's stressful to have all these things that that you can't forgive yourself for in a matter of time. And that is still a thing that I'm still working on with me. And it's very, very difficult to just go through that, or just some shit like that. Julian has been there for me since from day one for this year.
Hell yeah.
And said, it took a bit of time from last year, but once we actually got able to close connect, that's when we kind of hit off the roof.
Yep.
And look where we are now. And Sid has three of us are chaotic gremlins. That's what we are.
True.
Oh, yeah, just me, Sid, and Lucas are the three chaotic gremlins.
Yeah.
So when it's just me and Lucas, oh god.
Oh, it's worse.
Run for your fucking life.
Yeah, please.
I'm the one that
walk, just run. But,
or just slowly jog away.
Slowly, yes, slowly. But with me, when it came to this podcast, when you have Moshcash, Moshcash I'm cool with, Scratchberg, because those things I'm very passionate about. But when it comes to movies or coming to the last bit of the week, I forget shit. I forget shit to watch a movie. I forget to watch a movie. That's when I forget to write things down and do things last minute. And I hate doing that. That's what, having 3 podcasts a week has done to me. And I don't want to do that again. At least for me. And it made me kind of felt like a job, at least for some of the times that I was there. And that's it kind of led to that energy just kind of like just shifting, at least for me. I got bitter. I got angrier. I didn't hold my punches against the people that I love. And, I went to them, I got to tell me, like, Lucas, you got to get your head out of your ass. And unfortunately, we have to end this. We have to, call this a quits. We did a decent run. We don't care about, having a lot of views. We don't care about that. And that's not the mindset we don't necessarily have, because if we had that mindset, we would do trendy things that is almost going to lead us to be canceled, or lead us to be shitty people. That's what not every, but that's what the famous people, have done podcasting or has done different things. They turn into bad people, because with Hollywood and everything like that. So it had to be a time where you have to do what's best for you, and do what the best the cast around you is. You got to do what's best. I mean, yes, I am upset that it's ending, and yes, I am not happy about that. But you have to do the things that you're uncomfortable with to be better. And as I said before, in the fall, I'm going to be in college, so I won't be here as much. And that's a difficult thing to do, because I want to help out in the community with veterinarian. That is my goal, is to help out with animals and the veterinarian, and to bring light. That's what I want to do. And that will not stop me. So will 2023 be the end of my podcast reign? Possibly will. But will that be the end? Or will that be a memory that they're going to have that I'm not going to forget? Absolutely not. So that's all I say about that. And let's go on to the other news.
The other news is me, Julian, Lucas we'll be
back.
We will be back. We will be doing our own thing. We still wanted to talk about movies. I know I definitely did, because that was one of the things that I definitely reclaimed last year, along with Christmas. That was one of the other things I reclaimed. Yes, very proud of myself. But as a kid, I was just really more into movies than music. And it's not that I won't be on, Moshcast, because I will. I'm still one of the hosts. I'll still be there. You know, I'm gonna do my thing. But, you know, I just feel like I connect more with movies. Obviously, I still connect with music, but, you know, as of last year with movies, I've just watched so many of them. I've gotten back to what I love. I mean, you know, and I brought the idea to Lucas and Julian, and, you know, they were pretty much on board with it. It'll be different than what this podcast is and the other two.
Completely.
We will be just talking movies, you know, random shit. Here we go.
Not
Pretty
just
much what it is.
not just movies. We'll be talking about TV shows as well.
Yeah, and honestly, if it just starts to go on to, hey, this is just a podcast, like it's not anything specific, then that's what it leads to. You know, we're just gonna test the waters. It'll be on Twitch on Wednesdays. And we will be uploading the episodes to YouTube. I still have to work some stuff out.
But we'll figure it out.
I will say, things I can say are, obviously what I just said. And the name of the podcast will be Beyond the Scenes.
Yes.
There you go.
So
That's their
it'll
thing.
be much different. And we will have, you know, guests on, so everyone from the other podcasts are more than welcome on. You know,
One guest. Yeah,
You will
yeah,
see
we
me on
do
horror.
depending on what we do. Like if we do like games and stuff, yeah, we'll have a couple
More
other
than
people
one.
on. Yeah,
Yeah.
but if we have like an episode on video games, obviously, you know, Jason would be on for that because I know he's also very passionate about video games, like us, especially horror.
Specifically horror, yeah.
Yep. So, you know, we still have to figure some stuff out. I don't know when the first episode will be. Like I said, I still have to work out some things and all of that jazz, but our Instagram is created. It is beyond period. Yeah, I'll just have Jason fucking link it. I'll fucking have him link it. I
Well,
followed
send
you.
me it then.
I'm pretty sure I followed you.
So yeah, I'll say this now. This podcast is, I guess, pretty much merging to Beyond the
Well,
Scene.
no,
I guess
No,
I can count it as a
separate
merge.
thing.
it's gonna be completely different.
It's not gonna be. Yeah.
It's not gonna be a merge. Oh, okay.
No merge at all.
No, that's what your mind thinks, but that is not true.
Jason, you just followed it.
Yeah, I just did. Yeah.
Yep, that's the podcast. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that. It's sad that it's ending, but it is new beginnings for some of us. And, you know, when Lucas goes off to school, Julian and I will still be there. We'll still do our thing. When Lucas comes back for break or something, he'll be back probably with us. You know, he won't be gone forever. But we'll figure that out too. When
It
the
all
time comes.
it all just depends on scheduling. You know, Lucas
Yes.
Lucas might be there every time. He might not be there every time. And, you know, same with me. I might be there every time. I might not be. And, you know, same with
Same with me. You know.
Is there a Twitter for this podcast?
No, I don't think there
No?
will be.
No. Fuck
Okay.
no.
There won't be. I already have 2 Twitter accounts. I don't need to make another one.
That's Twitter is Twitter.
Well, depending on what side you're on. I'm on the not so horrible side currently. But yeah, that's pretty much
You're on
the
other
end of
side.
that. I think I'm just gonna end it here for all of us. You know,
True.
follow Jason. His stuff will be linked below. Julian's stuff, AJ stuff, my stuff, Lucas as well. Follow our other podcasts, Crash and Burn, Moshcast, and follow our Instagram for Beyond the Scenes. We will be posting news soon. Lucas, I'll send you the info to log in for the Instagram, by the way.
Yeah. You don't have to send it to me.
No, I know. You don't want to. I know.
I only want to deal with
Hey.
one account.
Yeah, Lucas and I already talked about this.
Hey,
So, yeah, I guess we can get rid of this analysis Instagram.
expect since the first story of it, just be like, "Hello, it's me."
Yeah,
Expecting.
definitely our first episode. I wouldn't post anything on there yet. But I think
when
not
we're
yet
ready.
because we don't
When
have
we're ready.
anything ready yet. I think
We're
our
gonna say
first
hi.
episode will definitely be an introduction of all of us
Yeah.
and just talking about the things that we enjoy and like and whatnot. But for now, there's not really much of an update.
Still
But
very early.
Yeah, we will definitely come out with something soon. I've just been busy. Julian's been busy. Lucas has been busy. So we just gotta figure that shit out. And once we have everything figured out, then we will, do our thing. We'll come out with news and post about it on all our socials. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. It was a fun run, minus, the shit that happened. It was still fun. There were still fun moments. But
we still had some good times here and there.
But until then, we will be back on our other podcasts. We don't know when, other than Crash and Burn.
Yeah, me, Sid, and Lucas will be back. Not very soon, but sometime soon.
Yeah.
Just soon. Coming soon. To be continued, basically.
Coming to a theater near you.
Oh, God. Imagine our shitty podcast in a theater.
They would ban us immediately.
They would, for real.
Just coming.
Have them join the episode.
Coming to a Twitch stream near you.
God fucking help me.
I'm gonna jump.
I'll have the podcast promoted on our other two just to support these three.
Yes. Definitely post about it on our other
it will be linked.
Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. We will be back. This isn't the end for all of us. It's just the end of cinematic analysis.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah, it's just the end of this podcast. But yeah, thank you to everyone who was a part of it. It definitely helped push. I mean, currently a part of it.
Currently, yes. Used to be, fuck off.
my dream of getting back into reviewing. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. Reviewing movies and things like that. So I appreciate everyone helped make this dream possible and those helping to continue. So big thank you to everybody. Until then, we were cinematic.
We never had
outros.
We never had a tagline for this podcast.
I'm pretty sure we did, but I have ADHD and I forget.
I don't know what it is.
Do you want to blow out the candles now, or?
I think it was.
Yeah, blow them out.
I think it was "Welcome to the Shit Show."
Probably.
1.
All right.
2.
Happy birthday! Oh shit, wrong song.
Okay. Let me do this. Okay.
You do the eulogy.
I got this organized, so let me do this. Okay.
You do the eulogy.
All right. This is the end of this podcast. I just want to say my collectible thank yous to everyone that was here. And it's at the end for all of us here. Dreams again will come true for all of us here. But as time as recording now,
I hope so.
This is the final cinematic analysis episode, and the film has ended.